everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven and thank you very much for joining me today. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make this storage idea to store your oxide inks in, or your distress inks, or even your VersaFine StazOn, and they will slot in there as well. So any ink pad that you have will fit in here, and you can store your re-inkers at the front here, your distressing tools. And I think it's a really nice idea to store these away and just shut the drawer and keep them safe and tidy in there. Now these drawers I'm using I got from IKEA. Absolutely love them, but the only downside is that you can't get to the back, and there's loads of space at the back there, but if I made this any further I won't be able to get my inks out. So I've actually done it to where the drawer stops here, and I can store things at the back there that I'm not going to use very often and I don't need to reach for, and having to take this out every 5 minutes to get them. So that's the only downside to this, these drawers from IKEA. Now if you wanted to make this for a smaller drawer, you just need to alter the measurements slightly to fit in your drawer. So like I said, you will fit any of your ink pads in here. Now as you can see, I've only got a small collection of the oxides. I'm slowly building up my collection, and I actually got these as a set of 12, and I'm going to get the other bundles over the next few months. So I am also going to label these, because obviously you can't see what they're called because they're covered away, but on the internet you can get labels for your distress inks, and I'm actually going to print them off and stick them on the top here, so then I can still see what they're called and I can reach for the one that I need. So this is made out of foam board. I got this foam board from Hobbycraft and I got 3 sheets for £10. So it's A2, I got it in white, and it's 5mm thick, and like I said, I got 3 sheets of these for £10, and I've got a couple more sheets left that I can make to do in other drawers once my collection gets bigger. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the sides. So these sections are going to go here and here. So these two pieces measure 1.5 inches by 10.5, and like I said, one will go here and one will go there, and these are so the dividers will stick to them, and then that way it's not permanently stuck inside your drawer. Okay, then you'll need the dividers of these, and these measure 2 inches by 23 inches. What we'd do is we'd have the side panels here, and then these sections here would glue to the side panels, but we're going to have them glued at an angle like that, so then our ink pad will sit at an angle like that, and then that way your drawer will close and it's not going to catch on your ink. So we're going to go over to our desk now, and we're going to attach our dividers to our side panels. So you're going to need your 2 side pieces, and we're going to make some reference marks. Okay, so the first one will be your left side and your second one will be your right side. So the left side we're going to start with, and we are going to make some reference lines. Okay, and we're going to line up our ruler against our foam board, and we're going to tick mark at every 1.5 inches all the way across. Okay, so we have 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, and 9. And then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm going to put my ruler up here, and again just tick mark at every 1.5 inches across. And then we're going to get our ruler and we're going to draw some diagonal lines. So we're going to draw from this corner here to the first reference mark. Okay, so line them up. So we're going to go from the corner to the first reference mark and draw the line. Okay, so can you see that? Then we're going to go from this one to this one here. Like so. And you're going to continue doing that all the way across. So there we go. So can you see? So this one will be your left side. Now your right side, your angles are going to be going the opposite direction to what they are on this one. So this time they're going to go this way. Okay, so again we're going to tick mark at every 1.5 inches on both sides, and again we're going to go the opposite direction. So we're going to go from this reference mark here to the corner, like so. So can you see that they're going the opposite way? So continue doing that all the way across. Your 23-inch by 2-inch pieces, and these are going to glue on those lines that we've made at an angle like that. Okay, so you're going to do that all the way across, and I'm just going to use some hot glue for that. Okay, so I've got my hot glue gun all heated up. So I'm going to place a line of glue on that reference mark, and again we want to try and get this lined up as best as we can, making sure that everything is flat to our surface, and stick that together. You're going to get your second piece and we're going to line up with the second line and glue that down, and you want to make sure that this corner is flush with the top of your side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue all them down. So there we go, so that's now put together on that side, and then we're going to get our right piece and they are going to glue on this side here. So this is why you needed the lines to go the opposite way to the other side. Okay, so this is going to be more of the tricky part, where we're going to try and glue this to this section here. So it may be tricky, but it is, you know, it can be done. So again, making sure that this first one here, this corner is lined up with this corner here, like so. Making sure that this top part is flush with your side panel as well, and then hopefully everything else should just fall in place. But like I said, this bit is going to be tricky because we've got to squeeze the glue in there. So let's give it a go. So line up. Now we're going to add our glue here, and let's line this up like so. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. Now the easiest way, I just thought I'd step back in here, but the easiest way I found is just to move your dividers back ever so slightly, and you can get your glue gun in there and add the glue on the lines that you made, and then you can stick it down. Okay, so let's pop it into our drawer, and there we go. Perfect fit. And as you can see, it stops where the drawer stops when you open it. Things at the back there, but yeah, I really like that. And now all we need to do is just add our ink pads. So I've got one here. This is still sealed up, and they just slot in there like this. Even with the foam pad on the back, fits in perfectly. And if you're wondering about this space at the front, we can just put our distress tools at the front, and that will store them there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my ink pads in here, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So there we go. So that's the distress oxide, and there's some distress ones here as well, and I think that looks really nice. And once I've got all my others stored in there as well, it's going to look so pretty of all the different colours. But I've also got the stamp pads here that you've got your VersaFine, your glue pads, and I just want to show that they fit in there perfectly as well. So you don't have to make it just for your distress inks, you can make it for any ink pad. And I've got enough foam board to make another storage section to go further in the bottom drawers once my collection gets bigger. And like I said, that dead space at the back, I could just store things in there that I'm not going to use very often. And yeah, I'm not going to worry about that too much. But let's close it up, and I'm going to stand up and show you when we open the drawer, just to show you the top view. And there we go. Love it. I enjoyed this tutorial, and it's useful for you to store your ink pads. Like I said, if you want to make it for a smaller drawer, just alter the measurements slightly to fit your drawers. But anyway, give this video a big thumbs up, and take care guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.